Kerala, a sliver of land on India's southwestern coast. Imagine lush green hills meeting the azure Arabian Sea. This is Kerala, a place where the monsoon paints the landscape emerald green. But this beauty hides a vulnerability, the ever-present risk of landslides. Kerala's hills, part of the Western Ghats, are young and steep. They rise sharply from the coastal plains, cloaked in dense forests. These slopes, sculpted by rivers and streams, are prone to erosion, especially during the monsoon. From June to September, the monsoon drenches Kerala. Torrents of rain cascade down the hills, saturating the soil. This heavy rainfall is a defining feature of Kerala's climate. It nourishes life but also poses a serious threat. The very elements that make Kerala so captivating, its hills and its rains, also make it susceptible to landslides. Understanding this delicate balance is crucial to protecting this paradise. Imagine a giant hand pushing the earth down a slope. That's what a landslide is, a sudden movement of rock, soil, and debris down a slope. Gravity is the driving force, but several factors make Kerala's hills particularly vulnerable. Heavy rainfall is a major culprit. The soil, already loose on steep slopes, becomes saturated with water, losing its strength. Like a soaked sponge, it can no longer hold its shape and gravity takes over. Human activities worsen the problem. Deforestation, road construction, and mining strip the hills of their protective cover. Without trees and vegetation to bind the soil, it's easily washed away by rain. Even earthquakes, though less common, can trigger landslides. The tremors shake the already unstable slopes, setting off a cascade of earth and rock. Understanding these causes is the first step towards mitigating the risk. The consequences of landslides are devastating. Villages nestled in the valleys are at risk of being buried under tons of earth and debris. Roads and communication lines are cut off, isolating communities. During the 2018 Kerala floods, landslides wreaked havoc. The heavy rains triggered hundreds of landslides, killing dozens and displacing thousands. Homes were destroyed, livelihoods lost, and the landscape scarred. The economic impact is significant. Rebuilding infrastructure, providing relief to affected communities, and rehabilitating the environment require huge resources. The emotional toll on survivors, who lose loved ones and homes, is immeasurable. These events serve as stark reminders of the destructive power of nature and the importance of being prepared. Section 4. Preventing disaster, safeguarding Kerala's slopes. Preventing landslides requires a multi-pronged approach, focusing on both nature-based and engineering solutions. Protecting and restoring forests is paramount. Trees act as natural anchors, their roots holding the soil in place. Implementing strict land use regulations is crucial. Unregulated construction and deforestation on steep slopes must be stopped. Terracing, a traditional farming practice, can stabilize slopes and reduce erosion. Early warning systems are vital. Monitoring rainfall, soil moisture, and ground movement can help predict potential landslides, giving people time to evacuate. By combining these measures, we can significantly reduce the risk of landslides and protect both lives and livelihoods. Section 5. Nature's warning, heeding the signs, taking action. Landslides rarely occur without warning. Recognizing the signs early can save lives. Bulging ground at the base of a slope, cracks in walls or roads, and leaning trees are all red flags. If you live in a landslide-prone area, have an evacuation plan in place. Know the safe routes to higher ground and designate a meeting point for your family. Education and awareness are key. Communities need to understand the risks, recognize the warning signs, and know how to respond during an emergency. By being vigilant, informed, and prepared, we can minimize the impact of these natural disasters. Section 6. Conclusion. Our fragile home. Kerala's story is a reminder that we live in a world of interconnected systems. The delicate balance of nature can easily be disrupted, with devastating consequences. Landslides are a stark reminder of this fragility. But they also offer a lesson in resilience. By understanding the causes, respecting the warning signs, and taking preventative measures, we can mitigate the risks. Ultimately, protecting Kerala's breathtaking landscape requires a collective effort. From policymakers to local communities, everyone has a role to play in ensuring the safety and well-being of this paradise. Let us remember that we are not just inhabitants, but custodians of this planet. Our actions today will determine the future of this fragile home we share.